Okay, this is Randy with Track'em KY and my nephew Brandon. It's June the 22nd. And what's everybody thinking about on June the 22nd? Fishing, they're wading the creeks, which we like to do, fishing deep water bass in lakes. We're out making salt licks for deer. We got a 50-pound block of salt here that we picked up at Tractor Supply for like $6.99. And this is private land here, and we're going to make us a salt lick. And if you do this, check with your local and state regulations. Make sure that it is legal where you hunt. But we're going to show you how I do it. I've been doing this for probably close to 40 years, and we're going to show you how I put a salt lick in. The things you're going to need is a shovel, a hammer, 50-pound block of salt, and an 18-year-old boy that's in good condition to dig your hole. And you want to dig a hole now that's big enough to completely bury this block of salt. I don't like just setting the block out on the ground, because if you do, the deer will come along, he'll take his little hoof, he'll break him a piece off, he'll eat it, he won't have to come back for a week. The way we do it, when he gets the salt, or she, it's going to have to work for it. So we'll show you what we're going to do. First thing we're going to do is dig a hole here big enough to bury this block. Go for it, Brandon. Another thing, where we're putting it. You see, this is low land. You can see where the water has been coming down through here. And you want a wet type of area, and it'll dissolve your salt a little quicker. You want your salt to dissolve right into the ground. Okay, now the type of spot you want to put it. Okay, we've got this low area right here. We've got a point coming off right here. We've got a point coming off right here over on this side. We've got a holler going up that way. Holler going up this way, another holler coming down this way. We've actually got three different hollers coming in and meeting in this one spot, with points coming down off several places. And Chucky and Brandon found this spot last year, so we're going to doll it up a little bit with this salt lick. And this is a thick area. Now if you go a few hundred yards in every direction here, you're going to find just big timber. But this is a real thick area, and people's been cutting firewood or whatever, and it's growed up kind of thick. And the deer like staying in these thick areas. And this is where Brandon is going to set up homestead for his little deer hunting this year. And yeah, just throw it on my backpack there, it won't hurt a thing. Okay, now we've got our hole dug here. It's big enough to cover our salt block. What you want to do, get the sticker off, because we don't want to litter. Just take your salt block, throw it in the hole. Take your hammer, bust it as fine as you can get it. That'll be good right there. Now, if you're going to do this, you need to do it in the summertime, because that's when your deer are really needing salt. And that's the reason we're doing it in June. And once you get it busted up the way you want it, which that's more than enough, then you want to take your shovel and put dirt back over it. And that'll let it stay damp in there, and this salt will dissolve. Just cover it kind of lightly. good. Now take your shovel, Brandon, and pat it down. That's basically all there is to it. And I've made 100 salt licks in my time, and they use them when it's really hot, like through the summer. But the plan is to get them using the salt lick, and then about August or September, when we come in to get ready to hunt, Brandon's going to put him a feeder up, and that way the deer that are already coming to the salt lick will find the feeder real easy. It'll be right here, and then that'll keep them in the area, you know, during hunting season. But this really helps your deer too, because they need salt when it's really hot. The only things you have to remember is it works best if you put it in a low area, swampy, where there's moisture, and just where you got a good concentration of deer, and they have them here. And we'll come back with a follow-up video probably August or September, and we'll show you what this looks like. When this dissolves in the ground and your deer actually start using it, it will make a crater this big, because the salt will dissolve the ground, and when a deer comes to it now, it'll actually have to work for it to get the salt. So this is the way I've done it for close to 40 years, and it's worked real good for me. You can actually use the mineral blocks or whatever, but get a 50-pound block if you're going to do it, because you got to put enough in to do it. These little 3 and 4 or 5 pounders, they just don't cut it. And now we're going to go put me one in. So we just got done putting in a salt lick for Brandon, and that was like a low country salt lick. And don't forget to stay tuned. We'll have another video coming up on how to put one on a mountaintop, the kind of area you want to look for and all that if you're on a little higher elevation. And we'll get that in for you as soon as we can. But this is Randy with Track 'em KY, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe.